Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCSG. Today I'll be bringing you gameplay on SG2, where I've accidentally pulled an all-nighter. So, yeah, it doesn't seem quite possible, does it, to have accidentally pulled an all-nighter. Like, I've pulled many all-nighters before with friends at sleepovers, just because I feel like it on New Year's Eve, things along those lines. But to pull an accidental all-nighter, how does that even happen? Like, so I went to bed after finishing uploading a video last night. So, yeah, I went to bed at around 10 or 11, just after my DX Story video went live. And then, as soon as I had finished that, I went and tried to go to sleep. And so, normally, like, going to sleep at that time, like, it wouldn't really be all that hard to get a decent amount of sleep. Like, you go to sleep at 11 or so, you sleep until, say, 10 a.m. You get a good 11 hours of sleep. It's relaxing, it's refreshing, and I want that diamond, and I also want to kill you. So, thanks for the diamond, but it isn't going to get you spared unless I decide to go to the pink house, as I am doing so, because pink house is probably more important than one guy with boots and possibly pants, though that may just have been his skin. Anyways, back to the subject of accidental all-nighters. So I was, like, going to bed at a reasonable time with presumably every chance at getting a good night's sleep. Like, there really was no reason why I wouldn't get it. And are you really trying to fist me to death? Am I really failing at killing you? I am disappointed in my abilities. This guy should have been dead a long time ago, but now it really isn't worth it to chase him. I don't really need anything he has, and I need to loot pink house, as I've continually been distracted from doing so, just as I've been continually distracted from actually talking about the subject that I wanted to talk about in this video. So, yeah, I went to bed, and I should have had an easy chance to get a very good night's sleep, and been perfectly well rested to do anything required of me. And pink house is back to being incredibly overpowered and absolutely amazing, as I like it. So let's just do a quick organization of my inventory, throw on some better gear. May as well throw some junk in there, put my flint and steel there, move my diamonds out of there, and let's go make my diamond sword. Anyways, now that that distraction is finally finished, and I have secured myself a relatively good chance at winning this game, back to the subject of my accidental all-nighter. So, I had gone to bed at 11, and as I normally do, I decided to, like, settle down before I actually went to sleep, watch some YouTube videos, read a book, like, normal kind of relaxing stuff before I went to sleep. So, I did that for, like, 25-30 minutes, then I decided to just, like, close my eyes and rest, and yeah, I was about to go to sleep, and then I couldn't. Like, I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't sleep. So, yeah, I woke up and decided to go on my iPad and design computers for people, because apparently that's a thing I do now. I'll link the thread on the MCSG forums where I do that in the description down below. And yeah, I basically designed computers for 4 or 5 hours straight, and it was a lot of fun, but I kept on staying up. So, yeah, I still had no intention of pulling an all-nighter. I really just wanted to do this for a little bit and then fall asleep and get a good night's rest, because I had a lunch today with my family and I needed to be reasonably well rested for that. Because you can't just be like at a lunch with other people and just kind of like dead in your seat. So I had no intention of pulling an all-nighter, and after a bit of computer design, I decided to just, close my eyes and fall asleep again. But sadly, I wasn't able to, so I just kind of lay there for another hour, hour and a half. Then I decided to hop back on my computer and design iPad, and design more computers. And I did that for a while. Then I went back to watching YouTube videos, and then by the time I glanced at the clock again, it was 6:15 in the morning. So, yeah, like, from going to bed at around 11, I somehow managed to spend, let's see, what is that, nearly 8.5 hours doing nothing of importance. Well, I guess designing computers was fun, and probably good to start getting that off the ground, and it's actually received, like, a tremendous level of popularity already. There's something like 5 to 8 pages on the forum thread already, which is incredibly surprising. I didn't expect it to kick off so amazingly, but apparently people want me to design computers for them. So, yeah, I guess that accidental all-nighter wasn't a waste of time, though. So, yeah, it kind of debilitated me heading forward, because at the lunch today, when I'll back up a little bit. So, at 6:15, when I realized, like, it's morning, I was like, okay, so I have two options. Three, actually. I have three options. I could either get up and be distracted by my Skype noises, which I forgot to turn off, or, for the real three, I could either get up, go have breakfast, like get out, actually do stuff, or I could try and get some sleep, or lastly, and what I actually ended up doing, I could try to design more computers and watch YouTube videos and generally waste my time when I should be spending it sleeping. So, yeah, I decided to do that and did it until around 11:30 when my mom came, like, storming into my room and just found me there kind of lying, like, half comatose with my iPad, like, kind of slumped over my hand, like, me half watching it, half just, like, dead. And came in and yelled at me, like, we have to go now, we're going to be late for lunch. And I was just like, because after being awake for something along the lines of 24 hours, if not longer, I really was just completely out of it. And this guy hasn't noticed me yet. Didn't I make that diamond sword? I was sure I'd made a diamond sword. What is happening here? What is life? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. I am wasting this flint and steel completely. I could try and get some snipes off. Okay, I thought I had a diamond sword. What happened to it? Anyways, so yeah, I was dead when my mom came to wake me up for lunch. Like, there was literally nothing I could do whatsoever. I was out of it. Like, oh, come on, really? I did not just fall in that hole. Well, they did too, so I guess it actually turned out reasonably well. sorry for the lack of commentary, just focusing here. And, okay. That's done. That went worse than I would have liked, but at least I didn't die. So, I guess I can't be too annoyed. And there's my diamond sword. I'm really dumb for not realizing that it wasn't in my inventory that whole time. But that's what commentating will do to you. You don't notice a thing. Anyways, back to the story. So, my mom came in to wake me up and started yelling about, like, oh, we have to go now, like, get your clothes on, I'll be in the car, we're going to be late for lunch, because we were going to, like, meet other people for the lunch, and I was just like, why? Oh, do we have to? Like, I was out of it, like, incredibly out of it. Like, you have no idea how out of it I was. But somehow after like a while, I was able to drag myself from my bed, and that Skype noise is really getting annoying. I may have to tab out and stop it, but that screws with my frap, so I'll try and avoid it. Anyways, story time. No, never mind. I'll be right back as soon as I stop that Skype noise. Okay, and I'm back with the magic of Do Not Disturb protecting me from all unwanted distractions. So I can hopefully come back to my story without pausing every kind of like 30 seconds or less to talk about something completely unrelated and annoying. So, somehow, 11:30, with me just being completely wrecked, I managed to drag myself out of bed and, like, just stumble my way, like, over to my shelf, put on clothes, and then just, like, dragged myself over to my mom's car. Just, like, completely dead. And this guy really, it has nothing. Okay, I'll take it. So, yeah, completely dead on my feet. But I continued persevering until I got into the car, at which point I basically passed out. Like, I was still mostly conscious, I think. But, yeah, just remembering the car ride to where we were having lunch, it was a blur. Like, I remember bits and pieces, and it's like what I imagine you would feel like if you had been on, like, laughing gas or something, and then you were forced to, like, go on a roller coaster. Like, it was bad. But somehow I managed to get to the restaurant without dying, and had a really nice dinner of Indian food, and yeah, I surprisingly didn't pass out and, like, fall on my face in my food. But yeah, that accidental all-nighter kind of wrecked me royally, and I'll know not to just stay up doing nothing of any real import in the future, though it was quite a bit of fun designing computers for everybody, and I'll continue doing that into the future because I enjoy it. Anyways, let's see, how can I wrap up the story and hopefully segue into a new one? Okay, well, how about all of you guys just leave in the comments section below your experience with all-nighters, whether or not you've ever pulled an accidental all-nighter as opposed to a deliberate one at a party with friends, something along those lines. Because I have never heard of, well, I have heard of people doing it rarely, but I have never myself pulled an accidental all-nighter with the exception of last night, not tonight. Well, I guess it includes this morning, so over the past, like, what the hell was that? Ping. That lag was insane. Anyways, it looks like it's coming into deathmatch, so I don't really need to transition into a new topic, so I guess I'll end it off there. Yeah, just asking you about your experiences with all-nighters, so leave any stories you have in the comments section below, and also while you're at it, if you want to check out my computer design thread, I'll provide a link to that in the description, and hopefully you can all check it out. And yeah, I'm doing it all for free. I may end up putting a donation link in there eventually, but I just enjoy designing computers for people, and I find it a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to have a golden apple here just to get the extra 2 hearts from absorption. I'm scared of that guy behind me with good reason. You two can fight it out. I'm perfectly fine with that. Or I can come in and kill both of you. I'm fine with that as well, getting behind you, and GG. So yeah, that was a fun game, and I enjoyed it. And I hope you all enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.